5-5. The Browns QB admitted that the year is taking a toll on him physically. Take a listen.
Yeah, this is probably the most beat up I've ever been in my career. And it's not like it's one particular thing, it's multiple. A lot of crime out in Berea right now.
I thought you called the ambulance for you.
I might have, I don't know. No, it's just that time of the year and things add up and just, you know, a couple things after another. So it is what it is. And it's been tough, but I don't think anybody gives a damn. So, and there's no reason to get into that. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to feel bad for us. So it is what it is. It's all right.
It is what it is. Shannon, what is your reaction to what Baker said?
If nobody cares, why are you bringing it up? Ain't nobody asking you about no injury. Why you brought it up?
He got asked.
No.
Yes, he did.
It's kind of like, you on social media, I'm on social media, you might post something, nobody cares. Well, then why you comment if you didn't care? Clearly you cared. I didn't hear anything about this, the most beat up I've been after Cincinnati. I ain't hear none of that. Against Cincinnati, it was Odell. Oh, everything was perfect. Now he beat to hell. Wow. Really, Skip? I fought Odell because in talking to Odell, he wasn't able to get everything that he needed out of Cincinnati. He still have some clothes, some furniture, a car still there. So maybe the remnants is still left is hovering over this team. The aura. That's what you guys say because Odell's the easy excuse. Because anybody that plays bad, Odell's on the team, it's Odell's fault.
Well, obviously, the Monday night loss, Odell's debut, it was Baker's fault, right?
No. I didn't blame that. No. The Rams didn't play well. You know they didn't play well.
Somehow Baker got blamed for it.
So a guy that's 25th in QB, because I wonder what Pro Football Focus, here's a matter of fact, Pro Football Focus, I ain't got to ask. Pro Football Focus says Baker Mayfield is 25th in QBR. That's behind Daniel Jones, Teddy Turndown, and Jacoby Brissett. Ooh, Skip. 8 quarterbacks on this list in QBR that's ahead of him. 4 of them are rookies. It's amazing. I kept telling you, just because you're the #1 overall pick, it doesn't make you great. He's very average. He needs everything. The Job effect. Everything around him needs to be perfect. But Job didn't need that because he was devout in his faith.
I don't get the Job effect, but
here's the thing. If everything is perfect, remember what he said? The devil told him, say, the reason why you gave Job everything, look at all this. Family, wealth, cattle, livestock, you give him everything. That's why he served you. Take that away from him. Baker Mayfield can be that as long as he got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. As long as the defense gave him 3 takeaways. Remove that and he will.
You realize Job won in the end.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
But he can't win without Chubb, without Hunt. Skip, the man got 3 all-pro offensive linemen. You told me you love Peoples-Jones. You love Jarvis Landry. You love Njoku. You love Austin Hooper and Bryant. You love all those. There is no Odell. There was no reason for him to play this bad. Don't bring up something that you said nobody care about unless you want somebody to care about them, unless you want to build an excuse. Is that what he's hoping for, Skip Bayless?
No.
Is that what you want?
He said nobody gives a damn.
Why you bring it up?
You got to ask about it.
Hey, everybody's hurt this time of year. Ain't nobody ask you to tell me, well, I'm beat up. No, don't do that. You don't think Tom Brady's beat up? So what quarterback that's been playing all these games is a beat up? What player that's played all these games is a beat up? That's not unique to Baker Mayfield. I'm not going to let you let him off the hook like that, Skip Bayless.
I haven't spoken yet.
No, but you're going to let him off the hook. But I can't let you do it. So I'm going to put him back on. You know what? You just take the phone out. You know, phone used to ring busy. So you take it off the hook, can nobody get to the phone. I'm going to put it right back. Every time you take it off the hook, I'm going to put it right back on because I want it to ring.
Your phone must have been off the hook a lot.
It was off the hook because we couldn't pay the bill. But that's a different story, Skip Bayless. I'm going to put this phone right back on the hook.
Okay. I'm about to go off the chain on you. For all of the above.
We'll go off the chain.
I'm going to go bigger picture here. The most amazing thing about everything you just said is how it all reeks of Baker hate. I never thought I would see the day that Baker hate could transcend Brady hate, but it has.
Oh, my goodness.
And you know why it has?
Why has it?
Reason number 1, relentless progressive commercials on television. just when I thought they would subside or slow down a little bit, all of a sudden, now we got the Halloween and left the seat down in his house, and the neighbors and what's the other one? Oh, the house sitter one. It's like every week there's a new one.
Yeah.
And just when I can barely take another Baker, what do I see from Nissan? What do I see? I see Heisman House. Well, I don't know how many Heisman winners we've had, hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and who gets featured in almost every commercial? Baker Mayfield. Right. He's still the it kid. He's still 26 years of age, and somehow he caught the imagination of Madison Avenue. Mm-hmm. I don't really get it because he obviously hasn't proven it on the football field, but somehow, and I guess it helped that Progressive is based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Right.
But somehow they fell in love with Baker. And I got to tell you, I know how commercials work. They keep testing, and they keep getting high marks.
Right.
They are working. Baker Mayfield is selling insurance for Progressive.
Yeah.
Okay, so the problem is, if I were advised, I've said this 100 times, I'm going to say it 101st time. If I had been advising Baker, I would have said, I'm sorry, we can't do this yet. Even Lee Steinberg with Mahomes, he tried to hold it off for 2 years before he let it go, and now Patrick's doing it all. But nobody has the relentless commercials that Baker has, because when he's playing a game, every commercial, it's another Progressive commercial, right?
Yeah.
And it inspires hate, because you get sick of seeing his mug, because he's obviously acting, and he's good at the commercial. I don't have any problem with how he pulls off the commercial. He's very natural in them.
He's better at commercials than football.
Okay, well, you can argue that. Okay. Now, I'll give you that. Even the Heisman House, he's in his bunk, rooming with Kyler, and he's singing Boomer Sooner in his sleep. It's just relentless, because he's in every one of them. And after a while, subliminally, you despise it because you're just sick and tired of Baker Mayfield. And the only way he can stop the hate is to play. So he goes to Cincinnati without Odell, and they win 41-16. And he was really good, and he did have Nick Chubb before COVID hit Nick Chubb. And Nick got loose on a 70-yard run, and the defense played at a high level and took the ball away, and there was an early pick six that turned the game. I give you all the above. But they feed off Baker, because one of the big reasons the Browns picked Baker Mayfield was that John Dorsey called him, and Hugh Jackson, the Pied Piper of Oklahoma football, because they went to visit and to watch him up close and personal in the off-season workouts. And as soon as the receivers walked in the locker room, they're all looking for Bake, because he's their Pied Piper. He's their leader. He's their instigator. He's their inspiration.
And you saw what happened? When the Georgia Bulldogs took that running game away? What could Baker do?
Well, he got beat all to hell in that game. Okay, so now back to yesterday. He's damned if he does or doesn't. So how is he supposed to answer these questions? Because they're asking him, how hurt are you? Because they want to know, are you going to play on Sunday?
I feel fine. I'm going to play on Sunday.
Okay. So he tried that at first, because his first answer was the nobody gives a damn answer. Because they don't. He's exactly right. Nobody wants to feel bad for us, so it is what it is. It's all right. Okay. Period. End of story.
Okay, done with it.
Okay. And then relentless. They're back on you. But wait a second. You're listed with all these injuries. Can you play on Sunday? And he says, look, I'm pretty sore right now, but it's this time of year. Okay, that's fair. Everybody's sore, to your point. Okay, and then he says, one day at a time, but I'll be good. Probably the most beat up. He probably should have stopped right there, but he's just trying to be honest. Probably the most beat up I've been, multiple things, not just one.
So he's not beat up. He wasn't beat up after Cincinnati, huh?
Okay, so he sucked it up against Cincinnati, but you gave him no credit for that.
Well, suck it up now. Why you suck it up when you win 41-16, but now you want to cry?
Okay, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to educated guess that he's the most beat up right now of any quarterback who's actually still standing and starting games.
I don't think so.
Okay, he's got a fractured left shoulder on top of a torn labrum in the left shoulder. He missed practice the last 2 weeks because of a undisclosed foot injury. I don't know what it is. And then he hurt his knee. It's probably bad enough he shouldn't play, and he's going to suck it up and try to play again. And as Jarvis Landry said the other day, he is a tough man. I believe he is a tough man. It's no excuse, but you don't even give him any credit for saying, well, I'm just going to go. And look, what great quarterback has ever been at his greatest with no running game. You can argue Mahomes has been the best at it with no run game, but it's because they don't choose to have a run game. It's by default because Andy Reid says, I don't want to run it. I'm just going to throw it every time.
But here's the thing.
It's like Steph Curry. You're going to lead the league in three-point attempts. Yeah, you're going to make a bunch of them.
But here's the thing. When the other teams, Peyton Manning, I want Peyton to hand the ball off the edge. I want him to hand the ball off to Dominique Rhodes. I want him to hand the ball off to Jai. Because guess what? That means Peyton Manning doesn't have the ball. It's the opposite with Baker.
I know, but you got to keep the pass rush somewhat honest.
I want the ball in Baker Mayfield's hand. I don't want it in Nick Chubb's belly.
Okay.
I don't want it in Kareem Hunt's belly.
Okay, but so what happened to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl? The Buccaneers
they could protect him.
Yeah, because they just said, you don't want to run the ball. We are teeing off.
Yeah.
Ears are pinned back. We are coming after you, young man. Let's see if you can withstand the onslaught. And he could not.
He could not. No.
Okay? Well, what has happened to your man? Walk it to him, Wentz. He's had a little bit of a rebirth.
You
He's
saw
starting
that,
to find,
right?
and what's happening right now? Is there any better, more effective running back right now than Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, you see him
Can
walking
you
to
make the case that Jonathan Taylor has put Carson Wentz back on the map? Yes.
You ain't want to talk about no walking to him, huh?
Okay, I'm just telling you, he's a product right now of Jonathan Taylor. So if you suddenly go to Belichick and they have caught fire on offense and defense, we're going to talk about Mac Jones in just a moment here. The point is, you walk in the NFL, it's just like any other sport. It's really not